Ladies and Habibis, we are going to introduction to you rising star of South Asia. He is very well educated. He knows Islam and Christianity very well. He done what they said he can. He is Doctor.
Alhamdulillah.
Wait a minute, what are you doing, Zakir? You come out, it's not you. Habibi, take him out. Sorry, there was some problem. He's Adam Sikher.
Hello everyone, this is your favorite Murtid. Salamul Masih, peace of Christ be with each and every one of you. I hope you guys are having fun. Hello everyone, your favorite Murtad is live again after a long time in English channel. I haven't been doing some live streams over here for the last like 3-4 months approximately, give or take. I've been very busy in Pakistan, dealing with the Pakistani and Indian Muslims almost every other day. But God has given us a gift. A gift. Mullas and Maulanas of Pakistan are crying over the apostasy rate. They are crying. You know what I mean? They are crying. I'll show you their cries. It happened on Pakistani satellite TV channel called Bol News. Bol News is a Pakistani TV news channel which arranges discussion groups. And in those discussion group, one of the discussion group, they had all the Sunni imams and Sunni muftis and the Shia muftis and the Barelvi muftis and the Wahhabi muftis. And they had like 9 people. And all of them, each and every single one of them were crying. Because of what? Because of the Murtadeen of Pakistan. Alhamdulillah. Send the ham for the dog of Allah. Everyone, by the way, if you have not liked this video and have not shared this video, now is the time to like and share and bring your friends and your friends' friends and your family and everyone that you know over here, because today we are going to show you what is the impact of what we are doing. But before we go into the impact, I'm going to invite our very dear friend from Egypt, Hazrat Maulana Mufti Hujjatul Islam Hazrat Uzaim Digdo. Brother, welcome.
What an introduction! What an introduction! Hello and greetings to you in the name of our Lord and our Savior, Jesus Christ. It is my joy and my honor to spend whatever time the Lord give us tonight together as we will tackle that cry, the tears, and the broken heart of your people in Pakistan, man.
Alhamdulillah, brother. Alhamdulillah. I have uploaded this video in
Yeah.
my Instagram. One of our friends over here, his name is Jesus. And I forgot what his name is, but it has something to do with Jesus. He uploaded that. He downloaded that video from Instagram and put it up in YouTube as well. But at the same time, brother, the beautiful part is that the apostasy rate is rising in Pakistan. It is
What,
rising
Adam?
in Pakistan.
Adam? I believe it's always been big, but nobody know about it. I mean, literally, we for the last 20 years or so, I know for sure that plenty, thousands of Muslims are leaving Islam. But 20 years ago, they were out of Islam, but still in the closet. They could
Yes.
not openly speak against it or announce that they already left Islam. You have to understand now, in Islam, there is no faith. That's why I have a problem when people say Muslims believe or Muslim Islamic faith. There's no faith. When Allah said in the Quran, do not say we believe, but say we submit or surrender, because
Amen.
faith never enter your heart. Allah meant it that way. It is from the days of Muhammad until today, Adam. Muslims are not Muslims. Muslims are not believer by meaning that they accept some belief. No, 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 no. It's propaganda. Muslims were forced in Muhammad days, and until they are forced. And I believe in the last 20 some years, hundreds of thousands of Muslims left Islam, but they did not openly say I'm ex-Muslim. No, now we have the voice. It sounds like it's more and more because we just start hearing people sharing their heart. I'm no longer a Muslim. I'm an atheist. I'm no longer a Muslim. I'm a Christian. I'm no longer Muslim. I'm agnostic, whatever. So, but before that, we never heard it. For many reasons. Number one, fear. Number two, we don't have the way to speak it out. Now we got the internet. Now we got the all these unbelievable technology. I never dreamed 20 years ago that I'll be talking to a brother from the same father, different mother from Pakistan together, as we have done many shows, you and I, even in different languages. If you have told me this 20 years ago, I'll tell you, you're kidding me. As a matter of fact, when Christian Prince asked me to do some TV show with him, we actually get the technology. We spent some money for a whole year. We didn't do one show for a whole year because it was new a few years ago. But now look at us. So obviously, because of the change happening in the world, now people are speaking out loud. And but I believe from the days of Muhammad until today, from the first irtidad, from the first apostasy, the day Muhammad died until today, there are hundreds of thousands of Muslims every year who leave Islam. Who leave Islam.
Amen. Amen. Amen to that. By the way, the channel name is Jesus or Muhammad. He
Yeah.
uploaded my video. Then
Mhm.
Christian Prince took that video, which was uploaded by Jesus and Muhammad, and he shared it on his community post as well. So Christian Prince 2, the channel name Christian Prince 2, has uploaded this video. We are going to talk about this video here because Urdu is my mother language and I
Sure.
know Urdu. But before we talk about this video, I want to show you the crying. I want to show you the crying of the Maulana. And I want to show you how Anchor is trying to make him feel better. Make him feel better.
Go ahead. Make my day. Make my day.
I'm trying to make it. Check this out.
किसी जगह पे तौहीन नहीं सुनी
We have never heard this kind of blasphemy before.
हम वो बदनसीब हैं जो ये सारा कुछ देख रहे हैं
We are those kind of badnaseeb log, the ones whose naseeb is bad. That we are looking into this. Look at these cries. Look at these cries. So now, before we go into this cry show,
Yeah.
let me just tell you what happened.
Mhm.
Pakistan has a particular social media monitoring cell
Okay.
which runs under PTA.
Mhm.
This particular cell is called the Legal Commission on the Blasphemy of Pakistan. This particular cell runs under FIA or the cybercrime,
Mhm.
and the whole purpose of them is to kill, block, or put them in jail the people who do blasphemy. Before we go into this video, I'm going to show you a Lahore Bar Association letter. I
Yeah.
did a lot of effort to make this English translation for everyone, but I have the images on the top. So anybody who would say that I have not translated it right, you are more than welcome to translate it better. I did
Sure.
my best effort to do the translation in the utmost right way. But obviously, I'm not. English is my second language, but Urdu is my first language. So anyhow, coming back to this point, this is the letter. I've taken the first part, and I'm going to show you all. Before I show you the video, what the people are crying, on the news channel. So before we go there, this is Lahore High Court Bar Association, Lahore. So the High Court Bar Association, Lahore press release. What are the press releases? This is dated 6/4/2023. In Pakistan, we write the date first, the month later, and the
Mhm.
year. So it's the other way around. So I know you are from America, so you write in different way. Press release: a sudden and urgent meeting by the Bar Association of Lahore High Court on the issue of publishing blasphemous material on the social media happened on the 6th of April 2023. This is the meeting happened on 6th of April 2023. People are
Sure.
publishing blasphemous material on the social media about Allah, the blessed God, the honorable prophet, may the prayer of Allah be upon him, the clean family of the prophet, the mothers of the believers, companions of the Prophet, may the prayers of Allah be upon him, the pure Quran, and the flag of Pakistan are doing it in a very organized conspiracy. This conspiracy is due to not have any rules and regulations of social media and is destroying our next generation by this blasphemous material.
Yeah. Well, if you don't mind, if you don't mind, bro, I want to insert some words here. Why Muslims measure issues with two different tape measure? What I'm saying, they don't want anybody to say anything, which is true, by the way, about their Muhammad, about their mothers of the believers, the wives of Muhammad, or the companion of Muhammad, or the Quran, or Allah, or whatever. They don't want anybody to say anything which what we share here is true 100% about these issues, okay, these matters. But at the same time, they can blaspheme our Lord and our Savior Jesus Christ. They can blaspheme our Holy Bible. They can blaspheme our Christianity. They can blaspheme our leadership of Christian, start from the apostle and the disciple and the apostle Jesus until today. Why Muslims have two sets of rules? It is okay for them to say Jesus is not the Son of God, but it is not okay for me to say Muhammad is a child molester, a sex offender, a prophet pretender, a womanizer, adulterer, and a thief, a thug, a terrorist, which is 100% proven by the Islamic sources, Quran and Sunnah, the saying of Muhammad and the action of Muhammad. Why Muslims who do not like anybody to insult their beliefs or blaspheme their Allah or Muhammad do the same to others?
Exactly. I would say, and look how they actually write that. I actually tried to do the best translation. Allah, the blessed God, the honorable Prophet, may the prayers of Allah be upon him, the clean family of the Prophet, the mothers of the believers, and the companions of the Prophet, may Allah be, and the pure Quran.
But here's the truth now. They no. But I know you're laughing, but I'm serious. I want to take this seriously. When they say these things about their things, these beliefs about their doctrine, their belief about their ideology, does he have any support to prove that to us? I mean,
Nope.
when you think about, let's take it one at a time, if you don't mind. The first one is Allah, the blessed God.
Blessed
Well,
God.
I can show you from the Quran that Allah is not the blessed God. I know,
Allah
Allah,
Rabbul Izzat. Rabbul Izzat.
I can read it in this language. It's the same as Arabic. But what I'm saying is, if I open the Quran, and we can do that easily anytime, if not today, some other time in the future, and I will assure my dear Muslim friends that Allah is not a blessed God, but Allah is Satan, the best
Uh,
deceiver. I mean,
absolute.
so now, can you show me in the Quran Allah is the blessed God?
I
Where
cannot
is
see
the
that.
saying of Muhammad we found Allah is the blessed God? No, the
Not a
clean
single verse.
verse. Sorry, go ahead, brother.
Not a single verse, brother.
Yeah. No, you cannot find anything in the Quran to prove that. But no, the clean family of the Prophet, excuse me, what clean family? His daughter-in-law, a man was literally committing a wicked sin according to Mosaic law, which Muslim believes, they believe in Moses and in the Torah, and another woman whom he committed adultery with, and another woman. Where is the clean family? And they call that the mother of the believers. You mean Aisha is the mother of the believer? A 9 years old, a mother of men and women or 56 years old. How can a 9 years old be a mother of anybody? And was Aisha really pure? Was from the teaching? What happened between Aisha and Safwan?
What about Safiya? What about Zainab? Was
All of
Zainab
them.
pure?
All of them. Where is that wonderful mothers of believers and the companion of the Prophet? The companion, Abu Bakr or Omar or Ali, Osman? I mean, these people are killed by some other Muslims. I did not kill them. No Christian kills them. No Jew, Muslims kill them. If you study the history of all the companion of Muhammad, they're all killed by another Muslim. And
Exactly.
it is a norm. So, I mean, where can we find anything here? The Quran, the pure Quran, is the Quran pure? For heaven's sake, if the Quran is pure, then poop is more pure. I mean, I'm serious here. How can the Quran be pure? The most savage material ever written for people to follow, it is the Quran. You call the Quran pure? What is pure? Pure means, I say, this is pure water. Pure water means if I test that water, I find zero salt, zero mineral, except maybe some good mineral, zero poison. Zero, like, if I open the Quran, will I find any pure in it? What is pure? I think people, Muslims need to understand what the word pure means first before you add it to the word Quran, because you cannot mix the word pure and the word Quran in one sentence. It's an oxymoron.
I have I have no idea how they call it pure. But brother, we can skip this part and we can talk more about it in the when they are crying, because when they are crying it's more funny.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready, brother. Go for it.
Okay. So let's go to the next part.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
You're going to cry first, or are you going to go to the next spot?
Social media is not monitored neither by the government nor by the society. Even the parents are not monitoring their children's social media activities. On the other hand, so, social media has become a need of the time. We praise extreme effort of the Legal Commission on Blasphemy of Pakistan on monitoring this, and they are like a strong wall holding down this conspiracy. So we are
Yeah,
talking about conspiracy right now.
yeah,
So
yeah.
people who are so-called blaspheming Muhammad and Allah and the mother of believers, which you actually spoke about as facts, they are
Mhm,
calling it as conspiracy.
mhm. This
Imagine
is
that.
this is what I call the talking point of the Muslim in the year 23. The
23.
talking
Now
point.
check this out. This is very important paragraph.
Wait, let me explain this for a minute. Just give me a minute, if you don't mind.
Mhm.
Talking point means what? The Muslims of the earth met together and they said, let us talk about blaspheming rules, blaspheming laws. Let's talk about it in everywhere, every language, anywhere we go, so we can hit the media to stop people like Adam Seeker to speak the truth about our Allah, our Muhammad, the companion of Muhammad, the mother of the believers, the Quran. So what they do is they're trying to make it a talking point to convince the world leader and the world top media to shut down everyone who say anything against Islam, because that will big open the bag of worms bigger and bigger. And instead, we have hundreds of thousands of Muslims leaving Islam, it's going to be the millions of Muslims leaving Islam. So that is the talking point. This is their goal. This is their agenda. This is their plan to force government all over the world to stop these programs, like what we have right now in this hour.
And that is why they have blocked 148 of my videos so far.
Sure, sure.
148 from my Urdu channel alone. From my English channel, they have already blocked over 200 videos.
Adam, some of the videos now, Facebook and YouTube are taking me out of almost all the time. They're going back to literally 16 years ago. Some of the videos, they found out something wrong in it 16 years ago. Imagine with me, the video was online for 16, 17 years, and just now found out that I commit blasphemy in it. I mean, you have to be stupid. If I'm saying Adam is stupid, Adam is stupid, Adam is stupid for 17 years, and now, oh, you someone insult me, he called me stupid. You really are stupid if you didn't figure out for 17 years.
Absolutely. And we have Abu Musa who said, please share the stream and also invite your friends to watch. Thank you so very much, Abu Musa. Let's go to the next paragraph. Brother, this is the paragraph which I like, as well as you'll
Are we
cry.
gonna cry or not? Make up your mind. Are we
Both.
gonna cry or not?
It is because of the effort of them. Effort of who? Effort
Them.
of the
Media people.
the legal commission on the blasphemy of Pakistan,
Okay.
that we have captured 119 people under the Cyber Crime Act of Pakistan who were involved in publishing blasphemous material on the internet. 11 of them out of 119, 11 of them has been sentenced to death according
MashaAllah.
to the Pakistan Court of Law Penal Code 495C. They have enough material evidence against them for these 119, including 11, that no court has accepted their request for bail. So they are in jail. No one is getting them out. No court is giving them bail. Why?
Yeah.
Because they have published something which is written in Sunnah. They have published something which is written in Quran. They have published something which is written in Hadith, Tafsir, and the books of Islamic books.
That's the funny thing. That is the most comedy thing about accusing us of doing something not right. These people are empty boxes, and their heads are empty too. They have two ears and an empty box. There's nothing inside. Why? Because I never did a show, neither will you, and I know for sure you will not. Talk about something from our own head. I believe Muhammad said this. Maybe it was somewhere. What we do is we quote their books, we quote their Muhammad, we quote their Allah, we quote their Muslim scholars. How in the world? How in the world? What I'm doing is wrong.
Exactly. Exactly. Brother, now this is the sad part because they have captured some people.
Yeah.
But there is a good part coming now. Now you laugh, now you enjoy. According to the data given to the Legal Commission on Blasphemy of Pakistan by the Cybercrime/FIA, which was given to the Honorable Court, there are over 400,000 bastards. It is the utmost responsibility of the PTA to urgently put filters on the social media so that these kind of blasphemous material should not get uploaded in Pakistan. So they are
Can you,
calling them
yeah,
bastards.
okay. I was going to ask you, can you explain to me what the word pastors are?
Bastards, the ones who are born out, not born out of a wedlock.
Well, I guarantee you, my mama is more holy than Allah and Jibreel and Muhammad and any person else you can put next to them. All the my mama is more holy than any Muslim man or woman in the history of Islam. And they call me a pastor?
Brother, they said badbacht. Can you translate it in a better way?
What is that?
Badbacht. Bastards. But
Yeah,
brother, 400,000, over 400,000 is the legal number that they have.
sure.
Is so imagine how many are hiding without saying
I
anything on the social
guarantee,
media.
I guarantee in the millions. I guarantee in the millions.
Exactly. Now multiplied by 100. Brother, when I go live in my Urdu channel, my video goes out and it gets watched by 50,000 people minimum. Like I'm giving you an average. It's something like 40,000 to 75,
I think
80,000.
don't say 50,000 because in one time when people watch it, there could be 10 people watch it. What is 50,000?
Yes, yes,
I mean,
yes. And
you
I
think
have been told by many people.
you think every time somebody watch my video, there's only one guy sitting there watching like that? Some of my videos are set, and the entire church, 200 people are watching in one meeting. 200 people watching my video. So how can you
Yeah,
figure out this 10,000 or 15,000 or 50,000? It could be hundreds of thousands.
true that, true that, true that. And a lot of people told me that they play my videos in on their YouTube, on their TV, while the whole family is watching my
Of
videos.
course, and friends and family and cousins and neighbors. I mean, if you're going to watch it, you're not going to say every time somebody views a video, there's only one person sit in front of it. That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. So this is the starting point. So there are more. But
I,
now
well,
what?
now I'm saying sometimes actually people watch my video one and they save the video on the computer and then they make another 100 or 1,000 people watch it.
Exactly. And a lot of my videos are being watched on other channels. So
So,
people download my video, they
so when
cut the clips out of it, make short videos. Like there are over 50 channels that I know by myself. If you just go and search Adam Seeker, you will
sure.
see on the YouTube that you will get more videos from other channels of Adam Seeker rather than on the Adam Ziegler channel.
Brother, I go to my videos, okay? I go to my videos and I see I have 20,000 people watching my video. I say, man, that video is 5 years old, only got 20,000. So I go watch other people who post the same video and they got 50,000. I didn't even know these people. They got my video on their program or their site, and more people watch it there than watch me. So, but it's okay.
Absolutely.
It doesn't make any
So,
difference.
so now over 400,000 bastard slash cursed people
Thank you.
are according to their law. Now, what are they saying?
Can we say that same statement, the word pastored here, on Muhammad? See, they cannot say about me because my mom was married to my dad, and I'm a son of my father and my mother, holy marriage, holy union, till they both passed away and went to heaven. Now, let's talk about Muhammad. Was Muhammad the son of Abdullah?
No.
Unless Muslim believe, and I said again, unless Muslim believe that a mama can be pregnant 4 or 5 years, there's zero chance that Muhammad is the son of Abdullah. Amna is a mama. We know this for a fact. Who is the man who got her pregnant? Only Allah knows.
So I know it was Waraka. No, not Waraka. The Bukhaira, the Rahab. You know, when the mama opened her legs and Muhammad was coming out, you know, the light came and went all the way to Basra. Basra is the city where the Papa lives. Bukhaira, the Rahab.
Yeah. If that's true, why she did not believe in Allah or believe in her son to be a prophet? Why she's burning in hell according to her own son Muhammad? If she slept with Buhaira, that does not mean Buhaira got her pregnant, because she could be slept with another 10 guys.
Absolutely, brother, without a doubt.
So now I know who is a pastor. It's not Usama, it's Muhammad. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah.
Move on.
Parents should monitor their children until government doesn't take up the responsibility. Till, it's not until, it should be till government doesn't take up the responsibility of doing that.
Just add an E to it.
Parents can use application on social media control for this purpose. They can see if their children are using social media for constructive work, or they are drowning in these kind of dirty stuff, which is taking them towards the blasphemy of Prophet. Prayer of Allah be upon him. Brother, by the way, how is it dirty stuff if you are reading the Sunnah, if you are reading the Quran, if you are reading the Tafsir?
You got me, Adam. You got me, but you know why? Because when the media come to my meeting and said, you teach hate, I said, you're stupid. I was reading the Quran.
Exactly.
I teach dirty. I mean, literally, when Allah tell me that I can literally, listen this, and whatever you enjoy by it, that is the private part of them, that is the women's body, okay? So give them their wages. That is dirty. That's pornography, man. That is dirty. I'm reading the word of Allah. I'm going to have sex with a lady for 15 minutes. I'm going to enjoy her for 15 minutes, and here's $100. What is that? That's prostitution. What is Islam? That's Quran.
Alhamdulillah. Brother, check this out. Next is very good.
Yeah.
The Legal Commission on Blasphemy of Pakistan has announced a seminar named the Day of Protection of the Honor of Prophethood. Prayer of Allah be upon him. Imagine the Day of Protection of the Honor of Prophethood. Prayer of Allah be upon him. What is this day, man?
I'm telling you, if people need to protect their prophet, if people need to protect their God, they need to find a different prophet and a new God. Adam, you can laugh as much as you want. My Jesus does not need my help. My apostles do not need my help. And the day they need my help, I will find somebody else. I need the help of God every minute, every breath of life, air I take in. When I go like this, oh, thank you, Jesus. You helped me to get one more air in and out of my chest. That is her. But I will not protect Jesus. I will not protect the Apostle Peter or the Apostle James or the Apostle Paul. I will not protect Prophet Moses or Prophet Joshua or any prophet. I don't protect them. That's not my job.
Brother,
That's not my
I
job.
don't have to protect Jesus. He has to protect me. I
Sure.
am his child. I am
I'm
his child. He's the
I'm
father. He has to protect
in
me.
the dirt protect the maker. I am a dirt.
Exactly. Exactly. The maker protects me, not the other way around. By the way, I'll show you some the very good thing as well. Now
Yeah.
check it again. The Legal Commission on Blasphemy of Pakistan has announced a seminar named the Day of Protection of the Honor of the Prophethood, prayers of Allah be upon him, on the 7th of April 2023, i.e. Friday the 16th of Ramadan, which is this 16th of Ramadan, like what, 6 days ago.
Yeah.
Lahore Bar Association is in full agreement and support with him. In what manner? Check this out, guys. Check this out. This is a big, so they are writing it in a long sentence. I still made it two sentence in English because this was very long sentence.
Yeah.
The Lahore Bar Association requests all the connected scholars, writers, social workers, teachers, journalists, lawyers, column writers, traders, social media activists, authors, anchors, political and religious leaders that they should perform their part in this information providing team so that we could put an end to this unholy organized conspiracy which is causing a fight of sect against sect, religion against religion, minority against majority, and normal people with
Notice
organization.
here, notice as I'm hearing you, Adam, reading this, these people are playing deception. They
Mhm.
care less about who insult Jesus or insult the Bible, insult God. Religion is
Exactly.
religion. Are you kidding me? Religion is religion. You insult Muslims, you insult Christians for 1400 years. You insult the Jewish people for 1400 years. You insult idol worshiper for 1400 years. Literally, your Muhammad destroyed the 365 gods which used to be in the Kaaba, which he have no problem with for the first 13 years after he claimed to be a prophet. And then he waited 9 more years to destroy all these gods. It's not religion against religion. It is any religion against Islam. That's what it is. They can insult
Exactly.
every religion, but nobody have a right to say the truth about. And by the way, we don't insult Muhammad, my friend. We don't defend Muhammad because nobody can defend him. The man is dead, and we cannot insult him. Muhammad insulted himself. Allah insulted himself. Early Muslims, companion of Muhammad, insulted themselves. Study their life. Read the bibliography of Muhammad by Ibn Hisham or Ibn Isaac or any Muslim you wish. You will find it's true. Muhammad was a very sick man in the head, very immoral, very ungodly. I did not ask Muhammad to be involved with a 6 years old. I mean, who would say any person would make Muhammad do such a thing? He did it on his own, with the help of Allah, with the blessing of Allah. So Muhammad insulted himself as he went through all his life, from since he was claimed to be a prophet until he died. He was a man of
Absolutely.
no integrity, a man without dignity, a man with no respect, because that's what he is. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Before I go back to this, check this out. This is how they do that.
بإذن الله سبحانه وتعالى لن يعبد في أرض الشام سوى الله ولن يقم إلا حكم الله ولن يعبد الجبت والطاغوت في أرض الشام بعد هذه الأيام بإذن الله سبحانه وتعالى لا نرضى بغير الله ودين الله وسنة نبي محمد بن عبد الله
تكبير الله أكبر
What? Why? Why would you do that?
Because
Whoever
Muhammad,
has an
they follow the
association.
sunnah of Muhammad. They
Absolutely.
followed
Absolutely.
that is Islam, Adam, 100%. Muhammad did that with 360 God. He could not do it when he was coward. He could not do it when he had no companion or have no followers. He actually praised these false gods for the hope that some of these people who worship these gods will join him. And it did work with the satanic verses. But besides that, Muhammad is not
That's it.
that example.
That's it. Yeah. And please continue, sir. Came here and said, game over. I have seen the Maulana's video in Pakistan crying. It means you guys are winning day by day. God bless both of you guys. And Brother Osama, good to see you as well.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
And now let's go back. Let's
Yeah.
read a little bit further and then we'll end. The purpose of this organized conspiracy is to destroy Pakistan rather than the religion itself.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop it for a second.
Stopping it.
Why do they call it conspiracy? When I read the Quran, it's conspiracy. When I read the teaching of Muhammad, when I meditate on the life of Muhammad, that's conspiracy. What does the word conspiracy mean, Adam? Help me out here. It's a new word to me. Conspiracy means what? Real or fiction? Adam, are you still there?
Brother, conspiracy, sorry, I was speaking on mute. Brother, conspiracy definitely means fiction, but they are saying we are conspiring against
You
them.
mean the word of Allah in the Quran is fiction? MashaAllah, MashaAllah. You mean the life of Muhammad is fiction? MashaAllah, MashaAllah. You mean, okay, okay. It is
Yeah, it's like conspiring against somebody.
I know,
So,
Adam, but these people using word and they don't even think about the word they're picking up. Does all the Muslims as dumb as these people? All the Muslims think that we are really living in fiction?
brother, the whole idea is for them what we are telling is wrong. If you put some sugar on having sex slaves and not call it having sex slaves but call it because they were bad and you got their girls and they had nowhere else to go, so you bring them to your house and give them good clothing and good food, but then because they are ladies and they have the requirement of sex, so you do sex with them as well, so it is
Excuse me.
all good.
We have, Adam, we have the Jewish people and the Christian people who took care of the widows, who took care of the orphans, who took care of the poor people without having sex with them.
No, brother, that's what we are not going to see that. I'm just telling you, if you say it like this, then it's good.
Oh, yeah.
But if you say it, hey, you guys took
Sugar-coating.
slaves and had sex with them, now that's bad. Because we are saying it what we are saying what it is. They are
Yeah,
calling it like this.
yeah.
So it all depends how you say it.
Yeah. It is the work of the devil, man. It's the work of the
So
devil, sugarcoating everything to make it look something different and taste something different.
absolutely. So it says the purpose of this organized conspiracy is to destroy Pakistan rather than the religion itself. Now they are calling, the Hubbul Watani, the love of the country.
The love of the country.
We will organize the day of the protection. Now check this out. Check this out. Now they increased it. So check it out. We will organize the day of the protection of religion, prophets, the family of Muhammad, and the companion of the prophet, and the honor of the prophethood. Prayer of Allah be upon him. So they increased it. In the first passage, they said Namus Risalat. Now here they are going beyond that. The
And by the way,
protection.
yeah, they're not very smart either. If they talk about religion against religion, they should generalize it. All the prophets, all the religion, all no. They just want to protect their side because their side said it's okay to insult every other side.
Exactly. On this Holy Friday, at any cost, just like we are the ones who initiated this call so that we can get this information out to the public. And then the sign, the signature signed by Sabahat
Secretary,
Rizvi,
yeah,
Secretary of Lahore High Court Bar Association. This is the letter which went out. So then this council happened. Right after that council, brother, they went out to news
Sabahat.
channels.
That's a guy named Sabahat. That's the name of a woman in Egypt, man.
No, in Pakistan we have a lot of female names which are female
Okay.
names in Egypt. Okay, so don't worry about that. So
Yeah,
before I show you the clip, because it is a clip from a TV who has
mhm.
their own YouTube channel, so I'm gonna say something over here. Copyright Act. So this is a fair use notice. Due to the social nature of this site, this channel may make use of the copyrighted material, the use of which has not always been specifically authorized by the copyright owner. Its
Mhm.
application constitutes a fair use of any such copyrighted material as provided for in Section 107 of the US copyright law in accordance with the Title 17 USC Section 107. The material on this channel is offered publicly and without profit to the users of the internet for the comment and non-profit educational informational purposes. The following work is intended to be shared is free and only for educational purposes.
Amen. Amen.
Now let me bring you how they are crying over this thing. By the way,
I
there
I
is
got
there
my
is a,
napkin ready, man. I got my napkin,
yeah,
brother. Go for it,
please
please.
please please get the napkin. By the way, let me tell you, I have there is a translation put on it, so guys,
आग लग जाए
you can read the translation on the base as well.
Okay.
But I will still try to translate as much as possible. So he's saying people will burn this country down. They are not just 2 or 3 people. Check this out.
ये दो तीन लोग नहीं है ये पाकिस्तान में कोई एक दो हजार नहीं है एफआईए साइबर क्राइम की रिपोर्ट के मुताबिक जो मुझे आज दिखाई गई है उसके मुताबिक इनकी तादाद पाकिस्तान में 4 लाख है एक
Now he's talking about the same report, and he's saying these are not a few, 2 or 3 people. According to the FIA report, the people who are doing this are over 400,000. Now he's going to tell you out of which
120 लोग गिरफ्तार हो चुके 11 लोगों को सजाए मौत हो चुकी
120, not 190, he used a round figure. 119 was in the report. He used the round figure of 120 are
Yeah.
captured, put to jail, and 11 are sentenced to death. This is what he's saying. Imagine, look, he's going to cry now. I know, cry baby.
है हम करें तो करें क्या किस दरवाजे पर दस्तक
What should we do? Which door should we knock?
दें हम ये सवाल करना चाहते हैं क्या हम मुल्क में जलाओ घेराव करें
Should we go to the street and burn things out and surround different holy buildings or the government buildings?
आपके मुल्क में तो हाल ये हो गया है कि दारिया किस्म के लोग आपके यहाँ लेक्चर्स दे रहे
The situation in this country is that atheist type people are giving lectures in your country.
हैं और ये किसी एक घर की कहानी नहीं है अब घर घर की कहानी बन चुकी
This is not about a single house. Now, this is the story of every other house where people are apostatizing and blaspheming.
है एक आलम दीन तौहीन करते हुए
Now, we just saw a scholar of Islam, Alim Deen, the scholar of Islam, caught blaspheming against Muhammad.
पकड़ा गया आज उन्होंने मुझे जो रिपोर्ट दिखाई है उस रिपोर्ट को देखकर मेरे रोंगटे खड़े हो गए
The report that I just saw, which they showed me, I am shocked. My hairs on my hand, wrong tay, my hairs on my hands stood up like the electric shock. You know, मेरे रोंगटे खड़े हो गए.
ये सब इस मुल्क में हो रहा है ऐ वालिदैन
This is happening in this country, Pakistan. Pakistan.
अपना हक अदा करो बच्चों की निगरानी करो और बच्चों की निगरानी
Oh, parents of this country, watch for your kids, monitor them. Don't let them go and watch these things. How should you do that?
हमने इस तरह से करनी है उस दिन मुफ्ती अबू मोहम्मद साहब ने एक एप्लीकेशन की तरफ इशारा
We should look for these applications. One of the application was shown by Mufti Muhammad Abdul. Take those applications, monitor your kids, ban them from going and getting the information.
किया था कि घर के डिवाइसेस से उसको मुंसलिक करो माँ बाप निगरानी करे
You should connect those devices with the house internet so that parents could monitor them and they would not be able to get the information.
इस वक्त आपके मुल्क को तबाह करने की साजिश की जा रही
There is an organized conspiracy to destroy your country. There's an organized conspiracy to
You know what?
destroy your country.
But every time they mention country, they're talking about Islam. Islam is
Yes,
a country.
Islamic Republic of Pakistan.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, you don't destroy a country when you expose Islam.
Hmm.
You actually freeze a country. You free the people.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
है मैं सिर्फ इशारतन ये अर्ज कर रहा हूँ फैसल कुरैशी साहब प्राइवेट
Now he's going to go in detail because now there is a guy in front of him who is Shia. And there's another guy in front of him who is Barelvi. Now he's gonna do that. He's gonna tell you private part, what they are writing on private part. Check this out.
पर ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह मुहम्मदुर रसूलुल्लाह सय्यदा तय्यबा ताहिरा आबिदा जाहिदा ज़किया मुज़क्किया हजरत
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I can't even translate all of them. So let me just see. So they are saying La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah is they are writing on their private part, and what they are writing? No, I think La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah he said as a swearing that I swear La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. They are writing Zakiya. What is he saying? Hold on.
कुरैशी साहब प्राइवेट पार्ट्स पर ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह मुहम्मदुर रसूलुल्लाह सय्यदा
They are saying they are writing it on the private part. Sayyida, Tayyiba, Tahira, Abida, Zahida, Zakiya, Muzakkiya, and so forth. He's saying all of this for Fatima. Check this out.
तय्यबा ताहिरा आबिदा जाहिदा
Oh my goodness, how many words he's gonna add before Fatima?
ज़किया मुज़क्किया हजरत सय्यदा फातिमा
Fatima. So they are writing Fatima on their private part. Brother, who the hell would even think about doing that? Like who does that?
I
That's
never
a
heard
blatant accusation. Who does that?
This is the first time in my life to hear that. I never heard that.
Exactly. This is a blatant lie. I have not seen any
And
ex-Muslim.
why people will put these words and Fatma on their private part? I mean, how you write? Was a pen or pink or pencil or
I don't know.
what kind of pen you're using and who's gonna read it?
I have no idea, brother. I have no idea. Like
It's made up. I doubt that any person ever done that.
and how does he know? Did he saw anybody?
He went inside, take the lady's clothes and look at the private part and see what's written.
Stupidity. Who would do that? So now he's just inciting some mullahs
This
so that
is
they
what
could
I call
cry.
fitna. This is what I call fitna. He's trying to promote fire, to bring sedition, to start chaos, so they can go out and start killing people or whatever they want to do.
Yeah. So now check this out. Now he's come back.
नाम लिखा हुआ है इससे पहले हम
Look at this Shia. Look at this Shia, brother. On the left side, look at this Shia. He is down crying. And he's saying, oh God, why did we not die before
give me a
seeing this?
minute, man. Give me a minute.
Why did I not die before seeing this time?
No, look at that. What I mean is this the guy on the right hand here, the one all the way on the right.
Right is the Shia.
Is this like a professional actor? Where he's come from?
No, he's a Shia, brother. Shia.
No, but is he an actor? Like, does he do
No.
movies?
No,
and-
Shias are always actors, on the 9th Muharram, 10th Muharram, what is it? Ya Zainab! Ya Zainab! Ya
I
Zainab!
know. You
Ya
know what?
Hussein!
You know
Ya
what? You know
Hussein!
what?
Ya Hussein!
These are the Shiite. You know what they said about Aisha? I have videos.
Aisha is a filthy girl, according to Shias. She's a filthy girl, and she is a the prostitute kind of a girl.
Yeah. I mean, they wrote about her. They made statement about her. They made video about her. I never heard in my life any Muslim, any person who ever insulted the mother of the believer, Aisha radiallahu anha, as much as the Shiite does.
Shia did. Yep. But like, check this out. I know, see the crying.
मर क्यों नहीं गए ये दिन देखने से पहले हमें मौत क्यों नहीं आ गई इस वक्त ये कहा जा रहा है कि हम 7 अप्रैल को पाकिस्तान में तहफ्फुज़ है नामूस रिसालत का
Now we are calling that we are gonna do the protection of the honor of the Prophet Day on the 7th of April. Now you realize.
My question is, they're only going to honor and protect Muhammad on the 7th. What's going to happen on the 8th? Is it like an anniversary every 7th of April? They're going to protect Muhammad, and the rest of the years they're going to just let people do whatever they do to Muhammad?
I have no idea, brother. That's the day, brother.
That's a question. I'm just asking a question. I'm not trying to be philosophical here, okay? Go ahead.
I wish it was on April 1st.
I don't think that man should have this mic on his mouth, man, or these glasses. I mean, he's way away. He should have a glass of camel urine. I'm trying to be serious here. Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Okay. He need not to take a chill bill. No, here in America they say take a chill bill. In his case, he needs a glass of camel urine and drink it and calm down, make it ice camel urine, and just relax so his voice will not be hurt like that. So people can understand what I don't even understand what he's saying. Do you?
Yeah, I am. He's speaking my language, you know.
Oh,
So
that's your language. I'm sorry. I don't
he's
speak your. I'm sorry.
he's speaking my language, so I understand what he's saying, and I understand his cry, and I understand his, you know,
Is he
all of
real?
this.
Is he real or creating sedition?
I don't know. No,
He knows these Shiites sit in front of him, insulted the mothers of believers.
innamal amala bil niyat. So I have no idea. You know.
Okay, okay, sound good.
दिन मनाने जा रहे मोहतरम फैसल कुरैशी साहब उलमा आकर
Hi.
Whoa, whoa,
Now
whoa,
look
stop,
at
stop. Why is this guy doing like that?
because
Why?
he's the anchor of the show now. So he's just doing this.
All right.
Oh my goodness, what is happening?
Is he laughing or is he crying?
let's see. Let's see together. He just called him.
Look,
His name is
right
Faisal
now,
Qureshi.
look, right now. Can you
Uh,
tell me if I'm laughing, I'm crying?
no, but he's just doing that
No,
because
guess, guess.
you're laughing. Oh no, you are not laughing. Oh my goodness.
Guess again, guess again.
Now you are laughing. No, 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 no.
One more time, one more time.
Now you are crying. Ah.
Move on, man, move on. I think he's covering his mouth because he's laughing. You
Uh,
think he's crying. You're wrong, Adam. That guy here is laughing. The other guys are crying. You
No, no,
see?
check this. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Faisal Qureshi. His name is Faisal Qureshi, and he said, "Faisal Qureshi, what should we do now? What guide us, Faisal Qureshi?"
फराम करे ए वालिदैन रब्बे काबा का वास्ता कुरान का वास्ता
I give you the wasta of the
Holy
God
Kaaba.
of the Kaaba, and I give you the wasta of the God of the Kaaba, and I give you the wasta of the Quran. Why is he giving the wasta, brother? Wasta. Can you translate the word wasta?
That man is a professional actor. That man is a seditionist. He actually, you know what? That guy proved to me that the Quran is not the word of Allah. You know why?
Let's skip that. Let's skip that. Skip that. It's,
No, no,
it's
no, no.
interesting.
I have to do this quickly. See,
Okay.
Allah in the Quran is that he is a seditionist. But
Mhm.
now he's the best seditionist. Now that guy is much smarter than Allah and more seditionist than Allah can ever be. So that proves that the Quran cannot be the word of God. Go ahead.
Alhamdulillah. So he's saying, "Oh parents, for the sake of the Holy Kaaba." No. For the sake of the translation is wrong. For
Holy
the
Kaaba.
sake of the God of the Holy Kaaba, Rabbe Kaaba. For the sake of the God of the Holy Kaaba and the Holy Quran, rise up and play your part. What part?
उठो और किरदार अदा करो और अपने बच्चों को अपने मुल्क को और इस्लाम को बचाओ
Save your kids and your country and Islam.
ये मेरा पैगाम है ये जज्बाती होना नहीं है
This is my message. I'm not getting emotional right now. This is my message. I'm
He's
giving
not
it.
emotional. Whoa. Time out. He's not
I want-
emotional.
No, he said that. He said it's. I'm not getting emotional.
You know, I want to, I'm losing you, Adam. We're going to circle. Adam, are you still there? Adam? Adam, are you still there? Adam, my special friend. Okay, I think my clock is clicking. I think I am in the program. I don't know if Adam is there or not. Guys in the text, can you see me? Can you hear me? Guys in the text, can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay, on the video. All right. Adam, I don't know if you can see me. Adam was not hero, but not Adam. Dagtok is with us. Okay, I am here, but Adam is not here. We have to wait for a few seconds, and hopefully Adam will come back. Just be patient. Calm down, people. Calm down. Can't see or hear Adam, only his log. Okay, he'll be back. He'll be back. Lord is willing. He'll be back. you continue. Okay, sure. So anyway, so I want to just share with you a little bit until Adam comes back. I believe these Muslims are playing the game. As I mentioned, this is not just, by the way, happening in Pakistan. We already have it here in America. Bunch of the liberals are trying to do everything they can to pass laws in America similar to that law which that wacko here is asking for. It's called hate crime laws, blaspheming laws. By the way, it passed a couple years ago with the liberal Congress, with the help of course, Nancy Pelosi, but it did not go anywhere because obviously to pass a bill here, you have to have not only the Congress, but the Congress and the Senate. The Congress, 51% can pass it, but you need two-thirds of the Senate. Obviously, it did not go anywhere. But believe me, I personally believe that the day will come and the Muslim in America will have enough vote among the liberals and among the independents that they will be passing some laws similar to that which these idiots here are trying to do in Pakistan. It is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So, um, it's a drama. I can see it. You can see it too. I mean, who have some logic to come and say, this is this guy so excited and so much emotion, and he's begging to the protection of Allah, and the protection of the Kaaba, and the protection of Muhammad, and the protection of the companion of Muhammad, and the protection of the Muslims, the believers, and the honor. And when in reality, nobody insulted any of these Muslims, but the Muslims themselves are the one who gave us the material, and Adam is back. So the Muslims gave us this material, and we're using the material to expose Islam, not only to the Muslims, but to the whole world. And perhaps the day is coming where the whole world will see the reality of how savage and how unholy and how is disrespectful Islam is to humanity and to themselves. Go ahead, Adam.
Absolutely, brother. And I'm so sorry.
That's
Somehow
okay.
my computer threw me out of StreamYard and it was not coming back on. And I was like, man, what just happened?
That's
Okay.
okay.
So we have to go back to where we are.
The
Let's
video.
do that.
चीज बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकता
Okay. I think this is where he was. No.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes. I did not mean to be melodramatic.
और अपने बच्चों को अपने मुल्क को और इस्लाम को बचाओ ये मेरा पैगाम है
This is what I already translated. Save your kids, your country, and
ये
Islam.
जज्बाती होना नहीं है यहाँ
This is not getting dramatic, melodramatic.
से बोल चैनल से ये पैगाम जाना चाहिए कि हम में से कोई भी ये चीज बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकता
I want to say that through the medium of the Bowl channel, that none of us can bear and tolerate this blasphemous act or blasphemy.
और हर एक इस बात में अपना किरदार अदा करे मैं
And everyone should play a part on this.
चाहूंगा कि सब खड़े होकर ये जो है वो इस वक्त
And I would want everyone to stand up and protest against it.
पैगाम दें ताकि
And even Osama stood up and he is protesting against it. And we should give this message to everyone by standing up.
कौम तक एक पैगाम पहुंचे नबी अलैहिस्सलाम की इज्जत और नामूस जिस मुल्क में महफूज नहीं कुछ भी महफूज नहीं है
The country where the honor of the Prophet alayhi salam is not safe, nothing is safe over there. Brother, how is this possible? Like seriously? Anyhow, let's go to the next part.
किबला बात को
Now look at what this guy is saying.
Yeah.
Now this guy is very, very important to say. Listen.
उस तरह से डिस्कस नहीं किया जा रहा है जिस तरह से इस बात पे काम करना चाहिए
The issue is not being discussed the way we should actually work on it.
इनकी तो शक्लें लाके सामने दिखानी
We should show their faces on the media.
चाहिए इन खंजीरों की
These pigs. We should Khanzir, pig. We should show the faces of these pigs and what they are doing.
इन सब की एक की शक्ल लाके दिखाएं और इनको बताएं कि ये क्या कर रहे हैं
And tell them what they are doing. Brother, imagine if these idiots, these son of guns, these unholy, filthy people will find even one person doing this. Are they going to explain him what they are doing? Or are they going to beat him to death? Tell me.
Well, I think they're going to kill him. Yeah.
In Pakistan, over over 800 people every year gets killed by the mob killing in the name of the blasphemy. In the name of blasphemy. Simple.
We're gonna look at this what Sharia teach about blasphemy here.
Exactly. And he's saying, show their faces and teach them, because this son of a gun, I'm sorry to use this language, is on a national TV channel. And he's saying, oh, and teach them what they are doing. Check this
Yeah.
out, what he says next.
ये जो लोग हैं जिनको सजाए मौत दी जा रही है, जिनके साथ ये सब कुछ, इन
These people whom are being given the death punishment, death sentence,
सबकी शक्लें दिखानी चाहिए
show their faces as well,
ताकि वो खानदान के खानदान पता चलेंगे,
so that we would know their families and their families. Show the faces of the people
That
who have
is
been given the death sentence, so that we would know their families and their families of families.
that is threatens, that is terrorism, that is Islam. That is Islam.
So imagine what he's saying right now is that even though that you are killing the people who have done the blasphemy, show their faces so that we would know their family and their families.
It's
Why?
threat.
Why?
To scare the daylight out of everybody.
Thank you so very much.
Anytime.
उनके खानदान में ये सारा कुछ क्या हो रहा है।
पूरे मुनज़्ज़म कुव्वत और साजिश के जरिए से ऐसी वेबसाइट्स तख्लीक की गई हैं कि जिन पर इस अंदाज से तौहीने सहाबा,
According to, or they have done this by the organized conspiracy, where they have created organized websites where photos and things are being shared. What type of things?
बैत और किया जा रहा है कि प्राइवेट पास पर और के जो औराक,
Private parts, they are writing the names on the private part. But brother, who's writing the names of, have you ever seen a photo where somebody has written the private on his private part? Do you think that photo can be shared on YouTube or on Facebook?
I just remember. I saw that Allah will write the name of the men who have sex with women out of marriage, like adultery, the name of the men on the private part of the woman. Allah will do that.
Really? I don't know that. You gotta
That's
show
true.
me that.
I'm not guessing it. I know for sure. I heard that, and I don't know the reference now. So wait a minute. Let me look it up, and I'll tell you that in the day of judgment, when a woman goes stand up before Allah, she committed adultery. The names of the men who have sex with her will be written on her private parts.
Alhamdulillah. If this is true, then I will write the name of Muhammad on the private part, because he has committed adultery. Brother, I'll follow Allah. Alhamdulillah.
La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah.
And I will zoom in so much that nobody will realize it's the private part.
I really need to look this up. Adam, you're a better looker. You can look at it better online. Can you do?
We will see that later. We'll see that later. No worries. Right now, let's look into this a little further.
Oh, okay. But don't forget that.
Yeah, I will not. We will do a short video on that.
All right.
वो निजासत को साफ करना, फिर
And now this is very important. They are cleaning their poo-poo with Quran. Check this out.
के जो औराक हैं उनके साथ वो निजासत को साफ करना, फिर आले
They are using Quran papers to do istanja.
Well, it's not that what Muslim recommended for Muslim to use our Bible pages to do that?
Yes, Muslims.
Why can't other people do to the Quran? Do to others what you wish others to do to you. This is a golden rule. Treat others as you want others to do. I know for sure, and I guarantee you have that video, Adam, that the Muslim said, the Muslim
الاستنجاء بالتوراة والإنجيل.
Yeah, go for it. Yep.
يقول صفحة 72 يجوز الاستنجاء بالتوراة والإنجيل لأنها كتب محرفة وغير مقدسة.
There you go. Islamic Shara.
You can clean your private part, your butt, with the pages of the Bible, Old Testament, New Testament, because it is unholy and it's corrupted unholy. That's what
it is corrupted and unholy. This is what this is taught in third
Al-Azhar
year.
University. That is
Al-Azhar
every,
University.
listen guys, very important. That is every Muslim imam in America, every Muslim imam in Europe, every Muslim imam in Canada. When Muslim imam graduated from Al-Azhar University, they are taught that you can use the Bible as a toilet paper.
Absolutely. Check this out. Check the reference.
في الأزهر الشريف باب الطهارة يقول صفحة 72 يجوز الاستنجاء بالتوراة والإنجيل.
In the book of Tahara, the book of purity, on page 92, they said it is lawful to use the the Bible pages as toilet paper.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So wait a minute. So if Muslims think it's okay for them to do that with the pages of the Bible, why not let the rest of the world use the pages of the Quran as the toilet paper to wipe their butt? You harvest what you plant.
Absolutely. So now the people who has apostatized, if they are doing it, are they doing anything wrong? Are they doing anything wrong?
That's the
All right.
golden rule. Yeah, the golden rule. They're living by the golden rule.
Exactly. Now
Yes.
let me show you the reference that you asked for, because I have a Jibrail sent me the reference.
You're talking to Jibril right now?
Yeah, he sent me the reference right here. There you go.
MashaAllah, Jibril. He's a nice guy.
Brother, this is the sawal. Can you read the sawal and translate?
سمعته بالصدفة, by accident, I heard a man who I've never heard him before in my life, and he said that the hadith said that on the إنه على كل فرج مكتوب نكاح. On the private part of the female, on the vagina, you will have the name of those who have sex with it. فما ماذا صحته؟ How correct this hadith is. الحمد لله, praise be to Allah. الحديث مسؤول لا يصح عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Like, man, that hadith does not fit with Muhammad. Why? Because Muhammad is different. Allah's prayer and Allah's peace upon him. وإن كان المعنى الدال منه أن الله قد كتب كل شيء وقدره صحيح. If Allah is the one who we determined everything to happen, then it is correct. It is صحيح. It's correct. فقد روى مسلم, صحيح Muslim said, hadith number 2653, that Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, Allah's pleased with him, said, عنهما قال, he said, I heard the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Allah peace upon him, he said, كتب الله مقادير الخلق. Allah wrote the future of the creatures قبل أن يخلق السماوات والأرض ب50,000 سنة. So Allah wrote the future of the people before He created the heaven and earth was 50,000 years. And to get more
Reference.
accurate information, you can go to question number 112,100. Man, how many questions do you have? 112.
Now check this out. Sheikh Ibn Taymiyyah said,
Ibn Taymiyyah, Allah's mercy be on him, said, إنه مكتوب على كل فرج إنك, yes, it is written on every vagina, the man who have sex with it.
exactly. فَلَيْسَ صَحِيحًا أَيْضًا.
And that's not correct أيضا. Why? وليس هو من جنس كلامنا. Muhammad will not talk like that.
But Ibn Taymiyyah did said that.
but see, Muhammad will not say these words. Because Muhammad is holy and his mouth is holy, big hole. And when
but anyhow, it is written. So in essence, it is written.
I did not make it up. Shukran.
Yeah,
Thank Jibril for me, please.
You did not. You did not make it up. You actually heard about it. It is written, but some people are saying that it is not Sahih.
Sometimes I forget, but now I'm glad I remembered. Okay, good.
So it is written, but some people are saying it is not Sahih because this is the site of Sheikh Muhammad.
No. The reason they are not correct because Muhammad will not say these words. Muhammad did not say in other correct hadith words. Because Allah does not say words. وَإِمْرَأَةٌ مُؤْمِنَةٍ إِنْ وَهَبَتْ نَفْسِهَا لِلنَّبِيِّ إِنْ أَرَادَ النَّبِيُّ أَنْ يَسْتَنْكِحَهَا خَالِصَةً لَهُ مِنْ دُونِ سَائِرِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. This is the word of Allah, not Muhammad. Allah, the most holy. Muhammad is a little holy. Allah is most holy. And if a believing woman, if she offer herself to the prophet, if the prophet desires to continuing F her, it's a privilege from Muhammad alone. Not by the way, Adam.
Yes.
And yastankihha, not marry her.
Means
Why?
effing.
Because if it's married, we can use the word an yankahha. Yastankihha is continuing doing the action of making love. Like it's coming on in the sets of words of yastaf'al. I and
continuously.
you drink water every day.
Yeah, present continuous tense.
What?
Present continuous tense.
Yeah,
It's in
president. Yeah, but so you marry your wife one time and you live with her the rest of your life. But he's talking about continuing doing the action of marriage, which is continuing to do the effort. Okay, now
effing.
so if that's the language of Allah, and I can share with you more, but Muhammad is worse than that. So I don't know why Muhammad will not say a woman have sex with a guy that in the day of judgment you'll have all the names of the guys written on her private part. I
I
mean,
fully agree with you. And by the
okay,
way, check this. Like here, now let's go back to the subject.
yeah,
So they defile Bible, they
sure.
defile every other scripture, but
But they don't want anybody to touch the Quran.
When their Quran is being defiled, then they are crying. Now they are saying that they are writing Muhammad and defiling it.
साहबा वाज मुतारात के मुकद्दस नाम उनको माजल्ला सरेआम उनके ऊपर गंदगी डालना और
They are they are putting dirty stuff on the names of the holy prophet, the companion of the prophet, and the mother of the believers.
इस तरह की वीडियोस ये हैं और इसके पीछे मुनज़्ज़म नौजवान लड़कियां लड़कों को इस्तेमाल
And there are very organized young boys and girls that they are
किया
using.
जा रहा है लड़कियों को इस हवाले से वो अट्रैक्ट करती हैं नौजवान
Girls attract young boys, so that is why they are using girls
लड़कों को जब वो साइट्स के ऊपर विजिट करते हैं
when they visit those sites.
तो वहां से वो खुद ब खुद वो उनके जनाब वो पेजेस खुलते हैं तो
Then their pages gets
वो
open.
उनको इस तरफ अट्रैक्ट करती हैं कि इसके पीछे
Then they gets attracted, and there is
बैरूनी
something.
करोड़ों अरबों रुपया आ रहा है और
There are like crore arbo. There are like millions and billions of rupees coming because to them. Now, brother, the problem is if the millions and billions of rupees are coming, why nobody has actually given me that money, man? Why? I'm an ex-Muslim. Why nobody has ever given me any money? Usama Duck Dog, you Christian, why are you not financing me every
Because
month?
I'm still waiting for Mr. Trump, and I'm still waiting for the president of the prime minister of Israel to send me my money. When I get the money from them for what I'm doing, I'll send you some money. Okay,
Brother, I don't accept that. You should pay me millions and billions of money.
brother. I'm telling you, these people are so smart to make a lie and prove it without any evidence. That's what it is.
Brother, I don't care. I don't care. He said that. This mullah said that. This Molana said that.
Now,
On live television.
you believe him because you're not having the money. You're upset.
Exactly, because I'm not having that money.
I'm sorry, Adam. You can believe what they want to believe. He's a liar, and you're stupid. Move on. Move on. I can't help you. God is good. I hope I don't lose Adam again. Did I lose Adam again? I think Adam is gone one more time. Something is wrong with Adam's computer. Somebody is attacking him, or the devil is attacking him. Whatever it is, this is the second time. I never have a show before with Adam where I lose him like that. But it doesn't matter really. God is good. Can you guys hear me at least? If somebody can hear me, write 1, 2, something. Say you somehow we can hear you. If you can hear me, say something to me. Hello, chat room, comments. Can you guys can hear me? If you can hear me, yes, I hear someone's here. Okay, so hopefully Adam will be back here in a few seconds. This is weird. I never had problem with Adam computer before his internet. All right, good. Lord's willing, Adam will be back. I wish. See, here's the deal. When Adam called me to do that broadcast tonight, I have no idea what we're going to be talking about. We don't have a script. We don't have any material. He just said, "Come on in." I said, "Yes, sir. I'll be there." So if I know I'm going to talk about the Sharia teaching on blasphemy, or we're going to talk about Sharia with apostasy. And I got a few material I'm going to share with you. Not much, just to make it short and sweet. So hopefully when Adam comes back, we will finish that video. And I do not know how long the video will be. And after that, Lord's willing, I'll be sharing with you some of the teaching. I am so sorry. My router is restarting. It's going to take a few minutes for Adam to come up with his router. But in the meantime, why don't you guys write me a question? Say a question for me here so I can share with you until Adam comes back. Anybody have a question? Feel free to bring up question. Release, please post. Ooh, that video link. Okay, we'll ask Adam to post the link for the video. Hopefully, when he come back, so everybody can have it. No problem. Any questions? Muhammad beating. Oh, Adam's gonna say the Shahada. No, Adam, no, Adam. Don't say the Shahada, man. Don't say the Shahada. We're good. We're good. By the way, it's a false Shahada anyway. I don't know. We talked about that in the past many times. Shahada in Islam is a false Shahada. According to Sharia, according to the Rights of the Traveler, according to the Rights of the Traveler, the Rights of the Traveler, the book of Sharia, which we have here in English, the Shahada of Islam is a false Shahada. Why? Because to bear witness, you have to see by your eyes, hear by your ears, smell by your nose, taste by your tongue, and touch by your hand. You have to use your senses to bear witness. Now, I don't believe any Muslim in the world have ever heard Muhammad, smell Muhammad, taste Muhammad, touch Muhammad, heard Muhammad. Nothing. Nobody's seen Muhammad. So how can you say I bear witness as a false witness? The first pillar in Islam, you can kiss it goodbye, throw it outside the building because it is not true. It's a falsehood. Especially, sadly, many people in the world say it to become Muslim and they didn't even know or have a clue what they're saying in the Shahada. Very, very sad story. I've seen plenty of people in Europe and America who say the Shahada and they say, Ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. And it's amazing. In one video, Portugal player, he said, I bear witness that there is no God. That's what he said in there. Ashhadu anna la ilaha. So they quickly illallah, corrected, add the word except Allah. But in reality, what he said in the Arabic language, I bear witness that there is no God. And then he could not even he could not say the word Muhammad. When he said, Ashhadu anna Muhammad, he said, Ashhadu anna mudamdam, muhadham, mudahdam. I don't know how many of you have seen that video, but it is the most funniest video I've ever seen in my life. A man knows nothing about Islam. He is a Portugali player, soccer player, who knows nothing about Islam, who knows nothing about Muhammad, who knows nothing about the Quran, but somehow he converted Islam, became a good Muslim by saying the Shahada in the Arabic language. God help us. God help us. So, Allahu Akbar. Yes, you ask Muslim. I'm not kidding you. I've done this hundreds and hundreds of times. What does the words Allahu Akbar mean? I have never heard a Muslim say that right in English. He said, Allahu Akbar, God is great. No, Allah is not God, and the word Akbar is not great. Because we have the word great in Arabic language, which is Azim. Never heard in my 53 years any Muslim say Allah Azim. God is great. Small g, of course. But they all say Allahu Akbar. Well, Allahu Akbar, God is bigger. And by the way, the opposite of Akbar is Asghar. So Allahu Asghar, Allah is small. Allahu Akbar, Allah is big. It's nothing about greatness. And the statement is dumb. Why it's dumb? And when you say Allah is bigger, bigger than what? I mean, you're going to compare Allah to what? You see, this glass of water is bigger than this cup. So if I put all the water here, guess what? I'm going to have flow. Bigger. I can compare something. How can you compare Allah to anything? You're going to compare Allah to the earth? Allah is bigger than the earth? Is Allah bigger than the universe? Or if Allah is bigger than the universe, how can Allah fit in the universe? You see, no logic. We say God is great. Allah Azim. Azim huwa sirr al-taqwa. Great is the secret of righteousness. I mean, there's so many words in the Bible. There's so many verses in the Bible talk about the greatness of God. Great is His love. Great is His mercy. Great, but big? Allah is big? Big than what? There is no way Allah is bigger than the world. Because if Allah is bigger than the world, how can Allah fit in the world? Doesn't make any sense, does it? Anyway, so Allah is big. Yeah, the God of Muhammad is bigger than something else. But our God is not big. Our God is great. and great is His mercy, great is His love. Anyway, blah 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 blah. Hey, Adam is
I
ready.
am so
Adam
sorry,
is
brother.
ready.
This is the second time, and
Adam,
I'm so sorry to
if
all
you do this
the.
one more time, we have to penalize you, charge you twice as much.
Yes, brother. I am so sorry. I don't know what's happening today. This Saturday I did a live stream for almost 6 hours, talking to six Muslims at one time,
Yeah.
and then I did another live stream for 2 hours on the resurrection of Christ,
Mhm.
and I was all alone. I had no friend with me, and it never happened.
I just said that. If you go back and watch the video, I said I've been doing many, many shows with you. We never had this problem before. Normally,
This
I have the problem in my computer, not you. So far, we're doing good. So far, we're doing good. No problem.
So before I move into this now, let me tell you, Nomad 77 has become an imam on my channel.
MashaAllah.
Uh, Thank you, Nomad. You are now an imam of my channel. Thank you and welcome.
MashaAllah.
Nomad 77 said, thanks for all your hard work and congratulations for the milestone. Yes, this is a milestone that Muftis and Maulanas are crying.
Yeah.
Um,
By
uh,
the way, before I forget, the people in the chat, they would like to have that link for that video. So if you can,
it is in my Instagram. Let me share the link as well.
please do.
I'll share the link as well. I've uploaded this whole video on the Instagram, not on YouTube, because I don't know if they will actually hit a strike on me because of doing that. So I did that on Instagram.
It's amazing. Adam, there are many times I see videos online. When I use some portion of the videos, they lock me up. It's like, wait a minute, the whole video is there. And I use a small tiny piece out of it. Why you hate me, you don't hate them? That's okay.
Yeah, this is my Instagram link where I put this uploaded video with the translations, so you can use that. And if you want to have the full video, which is like an hour long show, I will share that as well. This is the full show on the Bold TV, Crying Over Apostasy. This is the Bold TV Pakistan channel on YouTube. So I've sent you both link, the short link where the translation is, and the full link where they are speaking and crying about this. So I've sent you both of the links. And I'm so sorry once again, guys, that the because of the interruption that we did today twice, and I am so very sorry. Let's move
पीछे
back to
मुनज़्ज़म
our show.
नौजवान लड़कियां लड़कों को
Oh, before going back to the show, there's one super chat that I placed over here. 400,000 formally counted in the country with robust Islamic control. How many are there really? Pray for all of these ex-Muslims everywhere. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Amen.
Thank you so very much. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And yes,
इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है
somebody in the chat wants to debate. Okay, we'll send him the link. But right now I need to finish this video. It's a 4-minute video, but we are saying a lot of stuff on this video, so that's why.
लड़कियों को इस हवाले से वो अट्रैक्ट करती हैं नौजवान
So girls are making honey trap, but brother, now get excited. Drink some water because you are going to cry now.
लड़कों को जब वो साइट्स के ऊपर विजिट करते हैं तो वहां से वो खुद ब खुद वो उनके जनाब वो पेजेस खुलते हैं
So they visit one site and then there are more sites that gets opened from there.
तो वो उनको इस तरफ अट्रैक्ट करती हैं कि इसके
And they attract them towards this.
पीछे बैरूनी करोड़ों अरबों रुपया आ रहा है और
There is millions and billions of rupees coming in the country for them to do this, and I still have not a single rupee from them.
मुनज़्ज़म साजिश के तहत 4 लोग थे जिन्होंने 2019 के अंदर ये
There were 4 people who started this in 2019. By the way, one of them was me.
But they forgot to send you any money. Man.
One of them was me. 4 people from Pakistan who started this in 2019. Hey, stupid idiot, one of them was me. And he's gonna say all of them are in jail. Hey, man, I'm still doing the video here, you stupid.
He's lying. He's lying.
2019, one of them was me. I'm here.
Yeah.
And there is another Pakistani guy who is still in Australia from the last 8 years doing this. But he was
8
talking
years?
8 years. But if he's talking about 2019, then one of them was me.
एक ग्रुप बनाया था और उसके बाद इस वक्त इन अकाउंट्स की तादाद 4 लाख हो चुकी है
And now these 4 people have become 400,000.
Man.
वो जो 4 बनाने वाले थे वो इस वक्त सजाए मौत के
Those 4 are now in jail, sentenced to death.
उनके ऊपर दफा लग चुका है। और इसमें जर्नलों के बेटे भी हैं, इसमें जजों के बेटे भी हैं, इसमें पाकिस्तान की तीसरी रिच पर्सनैलिटी।
These people have the sons of the judges, the sons of the generals of the army of Pakistan, and the son of the third richest man in Pakistan. Imagine all the educated people. When you talk about judge, his son will be educated. When you talk about a journal, his son is
I
educated.
agree. Yeah, I guarantee you.
When you
Yeah.
talk about a rich person, third richest person, you're talking about an educated person. So educated people are leaving Islam because they can see the reality. The uneducated, vigilant people are killing them because they don't know jack about Islam. Anyone who studies Islam, anyone who knows the reality, anyone who knows how the world works, they leave Islam. That's the reality.
Yeah, it's as I always say, Adam, there are 2 reasons why Muslims leave Islam, and I guarantee you 100%. One, they study the Quran. 2, they study the life of Muhammad. These are the 2 top reasons why Muslims like yourself leave Islam. If you have never studied and learned about Islam, you would be a Muslim tonight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, brother, I have been talking to 2 of my Muslim friends from the last 2 years. Every time I start talking with them, they shut their brain and they shut me up. They'll be like, no, we don't want to talk about that. No,
That's the
no,
only,
no, no.
that's the
We
only
don't
way
want to
they,
talk about it.
that's the only ways they can continue to be in Islam.
Every single time I start talk, because they will say something. Obviously, a Muslim cannot remain himself without saying something. And every single time they will say something, I'll catch them. And I will put something and I'll say, this is wrong. This is what it is. And then they'll be like, oh, you don't know. I was like, I know. Open up the tafsir. And they will call something. And I'll Google it. I'll say Quran.com and I'll go to Sunnah.com and I'll show them on their faces. No, you don't understand what is written. Dude, it's in English. It's your language. It's in Arabic. It's in Urdu. Bloody hell, just read it. No. It meant differently. You perceived it differently. What the hell, man?
You're taking the content, the verse out of context. You're taking that this is not the actual translation. This is not the actual meaning of it. See, Allah did not mean it that way. They know what Allah meant.
Brother, this is the reality. Let's look into further and we'll close it. It's like 30 minutes remaining, 30 seconds remaining.
Sure.
बेटा भी ये
आज तक आपने इस्लाम को हम किसी जगह पे तौहीद नहीं सुनी। हम वो बदनसीब हैं जो ये सारा कुछ देख रहे हैं। जिंदगी खराब कर दी गई और इस मुल्क का अमन, इस मुल्क की तबाही।
Can you stop so I can Adam, stop. Hey, remember, let me tell a story here. Muhammad was, listen, seriously.
Brother, it's time to cry.
So
Look at his face.
So Muhammad
करने के लिए इस हद तक मेरा दुश्मन गिर जाएगा।
Ya Rasul Allah. Labbaik ya Quran. Oh man, this is a funny part. The most funny part of the video is the last 20 seconds of this video.
Is he crying now or he's laughing? That guy is crying or laughing?
I have no idea what this guy is doing, brother, but the last part was always awesome.
You know what? Here's the deal. I really feel sorry for Muslims.
Yeah, somebody is saying to stop irritating people. Brother, I am just happy. I am really happy.
Adam, these are good Muslims for a reason, because surely Allah does not love the rejoicing one. So if Allah does not love the rejoicing one, that means Allah loves the crying one, and they're crying. So Allah loves them because they're crying.
Oh yes,
Islam.
yes.
Islam in a nutshell.
And they are crying for the sake of Allah. They are
Yeah.
crying for the
You
sake
know
of
what's amazing,
Muhammad.
Adam? These tears, alligator tears, if the American stupid liberal media see it, they will make a big deal about it. And if the American politician, liberal politician in America see it, they will pass laws in America to help the Muslims to stop crying in Pakistan.
Well, let me show you something.
Yeah,
Now let me show you something. It's very important, very important. Let's check this out. Mob attack in Pakistan. This is December 30th, 2020. Mob attack church in Pakistan. Destroys the whole church. This is the church people here right now. Okay. Let's go to another one. This is another link where a mob attacked the Church of Pakistan. This is 2022. I'm going. There are multiple. I'm just giving you which incidents comes in English news. Most of the incidents don't even come in English news. Pakistan Christian flee homes as police averted mob attack. So 11 August 2022, 7th August 2022, people attacked this church. People are fleeing one way or another. This is a Presbyterian church. At 1:30 p.m. noon time, they attacked this church, destroyed and the church
yeah, yeah, my home.
and hurt many Christians. Check this out.
Yes,
More.
I know you can give me hundreds of examples.
This is a church
To the
which
ground.
they
Burn,
burned. They
burn to the
took the stuff out, the cross, the cheers, or if there is any Mother Mary image or whatever, burned it. This is the mob you can see, and the people they beaten to death. Okay. Now, okay, and you say, oh no, they are only doing it to Christians because Christians are fake and Jesus was not God. Okay, let's see Hindu temple in Pakistan. There's a Hindu temple in Pakistan. There you go. This is Hindu temple. Look what they did with them. Look, this is Hindu temple. Hindu temple. Oh, Hindu temple. Mashallah. Hindu temple. Okay, so what I'm saying is very simple. Now check this out. For a Muslim in a Muslim country, church, temple, synagogue, nothing matters. It's all the same. For them, this is something they need you to destroy. You know why, Usama? Why did they destroy this Hindu temple? This Hindu temple has a very background story. In Pakistan, there is an area in the region where Hindus live in kind of a majority in a very small area. Kind of a majority, not majority. Kind of a majority means you would have like good. You have two streets, three streets where there are Hindus only. So
sure.
they have a temple there. One of the Muslim guy took a 6 years old, 7 years old kid boy in the mosque. I bet you, I bet you my life that they wanted to molest him. That's why they took him. There's no other reason to take a Hindu child in the mosque. I can't find a single reason other than this. So this kid apparently got so scared that he peed in his pants. He peed in his trousers. So he peed in his trousers. They left him. They're like, this is the bad. This is you know. The kid ran away. These Muslims went to these three streets, destroyed different houses, shoot bullets on the houses. Why? Because they said your Hindu kid actually made the house of God, house of
Un-
Allah, not God,
unclean.
filthy because he peed in the house. Why did
Like,
he go in the masjid, in the mosque, and intentionally peed in the mosque? Why would a kid, Hindu kid, will go inside the mosque, let alone pee inside the mosque? He would not even go inside the mosque, let alone peeing in the mosque. Imagine this. So they create a whole fuss. Then the only Hindu temple which was there, they destroyed it. They took the idols or the holy scriptures, their holy scriptures, out. They burned them. So now this incident is very important. Now the other incidents, Christian persecution just happens. It's like out of nowhere. A Christian will say Jesus is Lord. Oh, blasphemer! End
sure.
of discussion.
Sure.
End of discussion. You know, Tabitha Gill, there was a nurse, Tabitha Gill. I have a full video on that. You guys can search on the internet, Tabitha Gill, on my channel, and you'll find it. Tabitha Gill was a Christian church who was a gospel singer as well. She was a nurse. She went into, she was one day, she was attending a Muslim, right? And the Muslim said, pray, I'm dying. She was in the intensive care unit, ICU, you know, serving in the ICU, and the guy said, pray, I'm dying, pray for me. You know, a dying man would ask for anything.
Sure.
She prayed on him in the name of Jesus. You know how a Christian would pray,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Other nurses heard that and they said she did blasphemy.
Sure.
They beat her. The men beat her. Then they drag her from the third floor of the hospital down to the first floor, dragging her on the stairs, beat her up, took her all the way on the middle of the street, middle of the road, teared off her clothes, made her butt naked. And then the police came and then the police took her away, not the people who were beating her.
Sure.
I have never heard about Tabitha Gill ever again. So
Welcome to Islam practices in Muslim majority community. End of story.
that's the
exactly
reality.
what is going to be in every country around the world where that Muslim have a large number. Upper hand Muslims.
And then they come in and say, hey, we are peace. And why somebody is molesting the Quran, why somebody is peeing on Quran, or why somebody is cleaning his buttocks from the papers of Quran. You guys started it.
Sure.
You guys are doing it
If you
since
plant,
the very beginning.
yeah, if you plant a tomato tree, you get tomato. If you plant orange tree, you get orange.
Absolutely, brother.
The harvest what you
Absolutely.
plant. All right,
Well,
Adam, I have a few things to share about the apostasy.
oh,
And,
sure. Do you want me to
maybe
share something?
the streaming. Yeah, can you see my my?
There you go, brother. It's right there now.
Okay. This is from the book of the Relance of the Traveler, which we are very familiar with.
Ah,
And
so let the people know. This is Sharia. You know, the
Sharia.
people in India, because I have a few Indians I can see here. We have Indian people here. People of India realize the people of India, Pakistan, Muslim people who are asking for Sharia to be implemented in the Muslim areas.
Sure.
This is what they are asking for.
All
This
right.
is what they are asking for.
Yeah. 08.0. This is 08 is in the corner, the number of the corner, and 0.0, that is the number because there's 0.0, there's 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. So 0.0. Here's what the book of Relance of the Traveler teach about apostasy from Islam.
Apostasy from Islam. Leaving Islam is the ugliest form of unbelief and the worst. When a person who has reached puberty and is sane voluntarily apostates from Islam, he deserves to be killed.
That is the law. This is Islamic law. You leave Islam, that is the worst thing you can. What Adam did years ago, praise God, thank you, Jesus. It is the worst sin you can ever commit in your life. Adultery is okay. Killing is okay. Stealing is okay. That sin here is unforgiven. And that person, Adam and others like him, deserve to be killed. End of story. That is 08.1. Let's go to the proof of that. Because somebody say, well, they made it up. It's not in the Quran. It's not in the Hadith. This is not Islam. These are some extreme, radical, wacko. By the way, this is what they teach every Muslim imam in the world. If you got a Muslim imam in your neighborhood here in America, or if you are in Europe, or if you are in Canada, however you're at right now, wherever you are, you watch us, your imams know that book much better than you know your Bible, if you are a Christian, okay? So where is the source? We say the Sharia, Islamic law, come from two sources, Quran and Sunnah. Sunnah is what Muhammad did in his life, or also the Sunnah, the Hadith is part of the Sunnah of what Muhammad taught. So the word of Allah, the word of Muhammad, the action of Muhammad, that makes Sharia. If it is in the Quran, it is Islam. If it is in the Hadith, it is Islam. If Muhammad practiced it in his life, it is Islam. If it's not in the previous three sources, then I'm not saying it's Islam. Somebody radical, somebody wacko, lost his mind. Now let's read what Allah said in Quran chapter 6 and verse 151. By the way, the same verse is repeated in Quran chapter 17, 33, and Quran chapter 25, 16. That is the word of Allah. Listen carefully.
And do not kill the soul which Allah forbids, except with a just cause.
Let's stop here for a second. What is the soul which Allah forbids from being killed? Any Muslim scholar, the soul which Allah forbid of being killed is a Muslim soul. What is the conclusion? Every other soul who do not belong to Islam is lawful to be killed. And I'm going to prove it to you from the same book, from the Reliance of the Traveler, page and number. You can kill any Christian. You can kill any Jew. You can kill any atheist. You can kill any agnostic. Don't you dare think for a second you can kill the Muslim. But the blood of the Muslim can be killed for a just cause. With a just cause. What is the just cause for Muslim believers to kill a Muslim? Listen carefully to the second source of Sharia, which is the words of Muhammad. Hadith, the saying of Muhammad. Here's what Muhammad said in Bukhari, volume 9, hadith number 17. Here's what Muhammad said. Muhammad said, the blood of the Muslim cannot be shed except in 3 cases. You can kill Muslims only in 3 cases. Murder, that is a Muslim killing a Muslim not by accident, on purpose. You plan to kill him and you kill him. Not like you drive in the car and somebody run in front of the car and you kill him. That's not killing a Muslim. That's not a murder. Murder is you are on purpose, you kill some Muslims. Number 2, adultery. The punishment of adultery for Muslims is to be stoned to death. Number 3, which is fit with our study here, and the one who become an apostate leaves from Islam. The punishment for the blood of the Muslim who leave Islam is the shedding of the blood of the Muslim. That is to be put to death. Now, let me tell you about retaliation. Same book, Reliance of the Traveler. In 01.2, and then we're going to catch 2, and then we're going to catch 4. 01.2, I can open it and show you the page. But for the sake of time, it is there in front of you. In Islam, if somebody commit murder, people must retaliate. The family of the dead must retaliate. But there are cases in Islam where there is no retaliation. You don't kill the Muslims who commit the murder. Like what?
The following are not subject to retaliation. A Muslim for killing a non-Muslim, a father or mother or their fathers and mothers for killing their offspring, or offspring's offspring.
You understand that? What? Allah Akbar, Allah. I as a Muslim have the right to kill a Christian, have the right to kill a Jew, have the right to kill anybody who's not a Muslim. And in Sharia, in Islamic law, Reliance of the Traveler, nobody can retaliate by killing me. If I kill your father and your father is a Christian, you as a Christian family have zero right to kill me. Why? Because I have the right to kill a non-Muslim. Or if I kill my daughter or my granddaughter, if I kill my son or my grandson, under the previous circumstance, which is they commit murder, they commit adultery, or they left Islam, there is no punishment. So imagine with me, I will be arrested in Sharia court, Sharia Islamic court, and I stand up before the Mufti or some Muslim imam, Muslim judge, and he say, did you kill your daughter? Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill your grandson? Yes, Your Honor. And why is that? Well, they commit the sin of blasphemy. They commit adultery. They did murder. They apostate. They left Islam. The judge in the Islamic court, thank you, Mr. Muhammad. Thank you, Mr. Ali. Thank you, Mr. Mustafa. May Allah bless you. You can go home free now. That is Sharia. That is Islam. Now, listen to this, because that is go to blasphemy now. Listen to this.
Brother, before we go to sorry, my bad.
I'm sorry, what?
Before you go to blasphemy,
sure.
You skipped section 1.2. You in 1.2 there is another thing. in section 3, you missed it. Section
Well,
3 actually says
I just
a,
cut it short, brother. I just
a
cut it short.
Jew or a Christian subject of an Islamic state. So dhammi, you know what I mean? A dhammi. Even a dhammi can kill an apostate. So in section 1. Section 1.2, it says the following are not subject to retaliation. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Point number 3, you missed it. A dhammi can even kill an apostate. So an apostate of Islam is below a dhammi. So check this out. I'll show you. I'll show you from on screen from the
Sure,
whole book, because this part 3 is very important. I'll show you and then we'll go there as well. So
sure.
because you are going to 8, I thought you're going to show this. So
Yeah.
this is the same section. You showed a Muslim for
Yeah.
killing a non-Muslim. Now, part 3. A Jewish or a Christian subject of the Islamic state for killing an apostate from Islam. Kyun? Why? Because the subject of the state is under the protection, while killing an apostate from Islam is out of the without consequence. Without consequence.
You lost. Yeah, that's exactly. You lost all the privilege of being a Muslim.
We apostate is worse than a Christian or a Jew.
That's you can be killed by a Christian or a Jew, and they will not be retaliate against for killing you. You're doing a Christian killing a apostate is doing Allah a favor, is doing Muhammad a favor, is doing Muslim a favor. Therefore, you can literally you can as a Christian or a Jew kill a Muslim who left Islam, and you will not be punished for it. This is Islam. All right, let's move on to next one.
What's the value of life, brother? Okay, go back one stage back because I skipped that stage. So go one slide back, please.
What, I'm sorry, brother?
I said you missed one slide, didn't you?
No.
Because of me. Okay, yes.
I just get 3 for the sake of time.
The law goes on in great detail about what acts entail leaving Islam. This includes being sarcastic about Allah's name or reviling Allah or his messenger.
That is this is the foundation, the foundation of blaspheming. 08.7. So just to not speak very highly of Muhammad or very honorably to Muhammad and the companion of Muhammad and the wives of Muhammad, the mother of all believers, or the Holy Quran of Muhammad, or Allah, the God of Muhammad, then you commit a sin which is punishable by death. It's punishable by death. I mean, zero liberty. Listen to that video. I hope you like this video.
And Muslim blasphemy laws call for the death of infidels who insult the Prophet Muhammad. My next guests say even many highly educated American Muslims believe that criticism of Islam should not be permitted under the First Amendment. Act for America founder Brigitte Gabriel and Center for Security Policy President Frank Gaffney join me now. All right, good evening to the both of you. Brigitte, I'll start with you. You say that large numbers of American Muslims support Sharia blasphemy laws. How does one determine that this is actually true?
Wenzel Strategies did polling data and asked highly educated American Muslims. We're talking Harvard graduates, Columbia, very well accomplished, financially successful. We're not talking about Somali taxi drivers who can barely speak English driving taxis in New York City. And these highly intellectual and educated Americans said that 58% of them do not believe that criticizing Islam or the Prophet should be protected under the First Amendment. About 45% of them said it should be criminalized. And 12% of them believe that actually people should be killed for if they would say anything bad about the Prophet.
What?
Highly educated Americans here on American streets. This is not some radicals in Pakistan. If I can add one thing, Judge, the Assembly of Muslim American Jurists, AMJA, also, which is a very respectable organization in the United States, very respected. They are very influential. They sit on university boards, Islamic mosques, imams, etc. They sanction the killing of any infidel who commits blasphemy against Islam. And these are the Assembly of American Muslim Jurists. I mean, this is how mainstream it is here in America.
Well, you know, when you talk about this thinking, I mean, you know,
We'll stop you. So what do I have in here, Adam?
Brother, this is crazy. So 12% of Americans are saying blasphemy against Muhammad, people should be killed. You know,
Yeah,
I
in
was
America.
watching
No, we're
in
not. I'm
America,
telling you, it's not Pakistan.
in
We're
America,
not
in
in
America.
Pakistan. We're
And
here.
48% are saying that they should be punished. 12% are saying that they should be killed. Now, brother, let me tell you something. America
Mhm.
is so called a Christian country. Everyone in the world says America is a Christian country.
I don't believe.
Pakistan, India, they all call it, even though it's not a Christian country. You know that. I have spoken about it many times. But once again, they claim it to be a Christian country. Brother, I have seen a picture where which is put up by a ex-Muslim, claims to be an atheist, living in America,
Mhm.
putting up a picture where a person is peeing on a cross with Jesus Christ on it, which and nobody, no Christian has killed him. He
It's
where he
freedom.
lives,
That's no, no, Adam, Adam. They call this America freedom of expression.
exactly. So he can piss on a cross with Jesus on it. He can
Freedom
piss on
of
a cross
expression.
with Jesus on it, and he can put it on YouTube while living in America and showing his face. Whereas even in America, I challenge him because he listens to my video. I challenge him, even living in America, because he's showing his face on the YouTube. Living in America, I challenge him to take a picture, not a picture, take a paper, write Allah and Muhammad, and piss on it, and then put it on his own YouTube channel. My challenge is standing here. This is the difference. My God does not need protection, and his honor and value does not reduce to a single bit if you do anything.
Yeah. As a matter of
You
fact,
are,
Adam, we got
but
plenty. Yeah, we got plenty examples in the Bible where you don't touch the Ark of the Covenant. For example, the Ark of the Covenant, it's on the.
he protected it, brother. You need to understand that. Never a person protected it. You read the Bible. When he said that, he said, "I am going. If you touch it, you'll go down, dead,
It
finished."
was about the Ark of the Covenant is about to fall, and the man was his love, and he tried to hold it by his hand. It was immediately dropped dead. You don't touch it.
But at
God,
the same time,
God the Bible does not need our protection, bro.
Allah was not able to protect himself at all. Whereas I challenge the same person to put up a picture,
Yeah.
write Allah on it, Muhammad on it, and P on it, and put it up in his channel. Let's see what happens to him. He's already showing his face. Rather, he himself should P on it and
Yeah.
show it to prove that Islam and Christianity are the same and prove it.
That's a comment. Yeah. No. The proof is zero, slim. It's sad. It's sad. Anyway, Adam, I can sit and talk with you for another 2 hours, but I got guests from Illinois. I got guests from Wisconsin in my home right now, and I wish I can. I wish we were an hour earlier. I want to go and spend 15 minutes with them before they go to bed. I love to be with you.
Brother,
I
thank you
enjoy it.
so very much for being here.
Oh,
I
it's my
highly
joy.
appreciate that.
You make me cry for a little bit, and, and now
I
can
know
you
you
go to
cried so
sleep,
much.
man?
I am so sorry that
You're
I
not
made you
sorry.
cry. But I made you happy as well. You know
Hey,
the
you know what? It's always fun to be with you, Adam. Appreciate you. I love you. I praise the Lord continue to protect you from the evil ones and use you in a mighty way, and that the name of Jesus will be glorified in everything you say and everything you do. And we pray for our dear Muslim friends who are watching this broadcast, who will be watching it later. Guys, listen, listen. We're not mocking Allah and Muhammad and Jibreel. They mocked themselves enough. I don't have to add mock to it. We're doing that for one reason. We're trying to shake you to think, to realize that these mullahs, these leaders of yours, are empty vessels. They have no fact. They have no proof that anybody insult Allah, Muhammad, the Quran, Muhammad companion, Muhammad wives. Read and study about these people. Read the Quran. The best way to know Islam is read the book of Islam, the Quran itself. The best way to know Muhammad, the Prophet of Islam, study the history of Muhammad. Go to Ibn Isaac or Ibn Hisham or somebody who wrote the life of Muhammad and learn about Muhammad. Trust me. If you read the Quran, not the whole Quran, just read the first 9, 10 chapters. I guarantee you, before you finish chapter 9, you're going to say, bye bye Allah, bye bye Muhammad, bye bye Jibreel. No, thank you. I'm not interested in Islam. If you study the life of Muhammad, you see that Muhammad is a man without honor. Not me. When I say Muhammad did this, Muhammad said this, the Quran teaches this, it's not me. It is your book. It's your prophet. It is your Allah. It is your scholars. Don't beat me. Don't get mad at me. Don't kill me for it. Leave Islam. The best answer, leave Islam. We'd love to see you in our Christian faith. And I don't believe for people to leave Islam, become an atheist or better. No. If you leave Islam and you don't accept Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, when you die, you're going to spend your eternity with Muhammad and all the Muslims whom you left on this world. So why you leave them here and you want to spend eternity with them in hell? Amen? So we love you, our dear Muslim friends. Come to Christ, become a believer, read Islam, read everything, educate yourself about Islam. Don't say, my father was a Muslim, my grandfather was, my great-grandfather, 1400 years of Islam. That is foolishness. That is stupidity. It's not because he used to believe that the earth is flat, that the earth became flat. No, the earth is never flat. Even though Allah in the Quran teaches the earth is flat. You don't flatten the earth because you believe the earth is flat. But you study and you do investigation, you find, oh, the earth is sphere. Allah is wrong, the Quran is wrong, because the earth is not flat. So it's not because all people before you were Muslims that mean you have to say, no, break the chain. Free yourself, free your children, free your grandchildren, not only from the cult of Islam, but free yourself from your own sin, that you can be forgiven. And you spend eternity with God in heaven through Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen, brother. Thank you so very much for joining in.
Love you.
And have a blessed day, have a blessed evening with your guest. And thank you for being here.
Let's have another show soon. Don't wait for another 10 years, okay?
All right, brother. No, I have been very busy. I'll talk
Right.
with you later, but I have been very busy. And yes, I'm sorry to all my listeners as well that I haven't been doing an English stream for quite some time. But I'm back, and I'll be doing at least one or maybe two streams in my English channel now from now onwards. So thank you so very much, everyone.
Good night.
And thank you, Sama. Good night. Take care. God bless you. Bye bye.
Okay.
All right, guys. There was somebody who was saying that there's a Muslim who wants to have a debate. Now I have put up the StreamYard link and he is not there. So I think he is gone. We have ex-Muslim Ayan here. Ayan, you have the mic is yours. You have 2 minutes. What would you like to say?
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
First of all, hello, sir. Hope you are doing great.
Thank you. I'm doing very well. My friend, your voice is really breaking up. So remove your Bluetooth microphone, whatever you have.
Okay, just wait a minute.
All right. While our friend actually removes his Bluetooth headset, let's see what he has to say, and then we'll close the stream.
Is it audible now?
Audible, but really bad.
Okay, I'm really sorry for my pathetic internet connection, but I would just say that one sister was asking that this even matters. So I would say that the Boeing News, as if you are from Pakistan, you would know, have been the largest channel in after 2022 when Imran Khan was removed, right now. So it really matters that such news channels are covering ex-Muslims. But I would request Pakistani ex-Muslims to not to contact anyone using their official SIM, because now the agencies of Pakistan are trying to have set a number that they have to arrest this much ex-Muslims. So please just break your SIM card or throw it anywhere possible, or at least not use it for contact purposes. I myself have broken my SIM.
Thank you. I'm going to put you on the backstage and let me repeat what you said because you were you're breaking up really bad. So what he said is that Ball News is one of the largest news channels, especially after Imran Khan came up. It became one of the largest news channel, and it is awesome that they are showing this and they are acknowledging the ex-Muslims community. And then he requested all the ex-Muslims of Pakistan not to show their real name, real face, identity, hide as much as possible when they are doing all the stuff on the internet. So he is requesting all of them to be vigilant, be careful of what they are when they are doing this stuff, because now the agencies has a number and they are going to follow up on this number to capture these people. So I would rather say, hey, get out of Pakistan. Get out of Pakistan. Go to India. India has a section called something something in the law. Some Indian might tell me on the chat, where you can apply as an ex-Muslim there. So go to India. If you can't get out to any other country, go to India. Any other major country, go to India. It's much safer there as compared to being in Pakistan, obviously, for sure. So even if you can't go to Europe or some African country or something like that, go to India. Get out of there as soon as possible, and then do this and spread this. I would rather like 200 channels from the Pakistani Muslim ex-Muslim community. It will be much better, but do it while you are in protective state, while you are in a safe space. So do it. All right. Thank you so very much who were here and listening. Seems like there is no Muslim right now. He went off. Nomad 77, thank you so very much. You became a imam on my channel, so thank you for being here. And he is from Nepal. Okay, no, Nomad is saying that Nepal is a good option as well. Awesome. I do not know about the Nepalese law, whether they give asylum to ex-Muslims or not, but if they do, then fair enough. I will request all of my followers who are here to give me the data which I can show in one of my stream for the ex-Muslim of Pakistan, to see how they can get out of Pakistan, so that they could at least get out of Pakistan and then do the streams. So if you guys have this information, send it to me in an email, and I will do a stream where I will show all that information and I'll show that. So with that being said, today is a happy day and a sad day. Happy day because mullahs are crying. They know apostasy. The tsunami of apostasy has reached Pakistan. So they are crying. But at the same time, it is a sad news because almost 120 people are in jail right now, out of which 11 people are sentenced to death. So they are probably going to die very soon. So every one of you, I request you to pray for these ex-Muslims who has been sentenced to death, and pray for the 120 people who are in jail. And anybody who has the information, send that to me. I'm going to end this stream for now, and God bless you all. Have a blessed day, evening, or night, wherever you are. And let me say, Yeshua Akbarul Azim.